Coach Adam Simpson believes there will be enough time left in the season for West Coast to rebound from their COVID and injury disaster, saying the Eagles can still be part of the action later in the year. Maintaining he was not in denial, Simpson said the depleted West Coast outfit that flew out to face Collingwood at Marvel Stadium on Saturday was going over to get the 4 points. The 0-3 Eagles will equal the longest losing streak in their history if they go down to the Magpies, and the task has been made more daunting by the absence of midfield group Luke Shuey, Elliot Yeo, Tim Kelly, Andrew Gaff and Dom Sheed. "We're going over to win," Simpson said. "Your cookie settings are preventing this third-party content from displaying. If you'd like to view this content, please adjust your cookie settings. To find out more about how we use cookies, please see our cookie guide. We haven't taken our eye off the ball on that. In fact, we're not giving up at all. I think we're in a space where it's not denial, we understand what's going on. A lot of it we can't control. The cluster of injuries we got in the pre-season, a lot of them were collision injuries that we can't avoid, and then COVID hits us. So that's reality. But it's a moment in time. We still think there's plenty of games left in the season for us to be a part of some wins and part of the action. The clock's ticking. We know that. We need to start getting on the board pretty quickly." Simpson said the Eagles could get up to 5 or 6 players back for the Good Friday with Sydney at Optus Stadium next week. Shuey, Kelly and Sam Petrevski-Seton are likely to face the Swans, while Jamie Cripps and Greg Clark are closing in on returns from their long-term injuries. Gaff could miss a second week with an ankle injury, while Shuey completed his COVID isolation period on Friday morning but didn't feel well enough to play and had been medically ruled out. Camera icon Jack Redden will lead West Coast's midfield. Daniel Carson, AFL Photos via. "He went for a bit of a run, but speaking to him, he's not right to travel and play a day after coming out of the restrictions," Simpson said. "Everyone pulls up a little bit differently. So there'll be some guys who will come out of the protocols right to go straight away, day of. And then there will be some guys that will take 2 weeks to get back to full fitness." The Eagles took 3 emergencies to Melbourne, including Waffle top-up players Luke Meadows and Logan Young. 8 of the 10 players who came out of isolation for the Western Derby will back up, while Tom Barrass, Willie Rioli and Liam Duggan will return from COVID against the Magpies. "They were a little bit down on output with their touch, with their reaction time and with their data," Simpson said of the group who returned against Fremantle. "So I'd anticipate they'd all be a lot better this week. We know we might not get the absolute maximum out of those guys, but 3's better than 10. Simpson said the Eagles opted to stick with Hugh Dixon over Bailey Williams as the backup ruckman, partly to minimize the number of players coming out of COVID isolation and into games. He said a new look Collingwood, piloted by former Richmond assistant Craig McRae, reminded him of the Tigers' juggernaut. "It looks similar to a Richmond sort of brand over the last few years, where it's high-octane, chaotic, pressure, front-half type of football," Simpson said. "They've been really exciting to watch. It's clicked pretty quickly for them. It's going to be a real challenge for us.